In this video, I'm reacting to my very first sports edit and going over some of my biggest mistakes so that you don't have to make them. Hey, what's going on? My name is Peter Sarellas. I'm a videographer and editor from Toronto, Canada. I specialize in sports videography, and today I'm reacting to my first ever sports video, which is a little bit of a difficult thing for me to do because when someone first mentioned this idea, like in a comment or someone on YouTube said that I should do this, I don't remember where it was, but when they first said this, I cringed a little inside and it made me really uncomfortable, which is why I knew this was a good thing to do. So we're gonna see my first and probably worst ever sports edit today. For context, I filmed this and edited it probably like early to mid 2018, which is about 4 years ago. So like not too long ago actually, if you're thinking like the grand scheme of things. And I've been pretty much working at videography, and for a lot of this time, specifically sports videography, for like 40 plus hours a week with basically no exceptions for 4 years straight. So if that gives you any level of indication for like where you can get in a short period of time, just look at my work now and the video that you're about to see, and then kind of compare those two. You're gonna see the difference. You're gonna see the difference. That's all I can say. So also I should tell you what I used to film this video. So I shot this video on a Canon 77D, which at the time was like an $800 to $900 camera with a Canon 18 to 200 millimeter. Like it wasn't great stuff, but it's like typical beginner intro camera setup, like one level above like the Canon Rebel T3i or the M50 or whatever you're gonna get. So like not great equipment, and I'm shooting this on a Sony a7 III. So there's like kind of the change in gear that I've had over that period of time. Not that gear is an excuse for anything, but it wasn't working in my favor. Anyways, let's get into my reaction of my first and worst ever sports edit. All right, so I didn't think it'd be quite as fun if I was reacting to this alone. So introducing, for the first time ever on the channel, my girlfriend, Allie.
Hey.
Who's also going to be reacting to this video. She's seen a lot of my work. Like I show you my stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So you have a pretty good idea of like what I do and...
Yeah, I don't know anything about the basketball, but I know when you make the videos, they look good.
And you probably know what a bad video looks like as well. And you can only see the first frame of this video right now.
Yeah. I think I'll be an excellent judge.
Okay.
No reason why, just blind confidence.
All right, I think you're gonna do a good job. All right, well, without further ado, let's get into it.
What am I watching?
I don't know. I almost had a seizure. Oh God.
That was really good. Thoughts?
Please give me yours first.
Was it a game?
It was like
I feel like I didn't know what was happening.
It was like a recap from an event, which I probably should have prefaced ahead of time.
Okay. Yeah, it was really good. I thought the
Are you
song
sure?
was really
Are you sure it was really good?
You're so good at what you do, but I thought the song was really funky and the kids were really cute.
And that's about all the praise we have for that one.
What do you talk about the coloring? You didn't do that, did you? No.
I might have tried.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, we're gonna do like an editing breakdown, like a little bit more of a technical video analysis later. But much appreciated that you thought the kids were cute.
Yeah, the kids are really cute. They're a lot smaller than the guys you film now.
Expert video insight from Allie.
You're welcome.
All right. All right, so looking back on that now, there's definitely a lot of things that I would change. The first thing that I noticed is that a lot of the time when I used slow motion in that video, I would slow the video down below the composition's frame rate. So if you ever saw like that stuttery slow motion effect where it looked like we were skipping frames and it was kind of jittery when I did slow motion, it's because for that video that you just watched, my first ever edit, I was filming at 60 frames per second in full HD, and I would slow my clip down to lower than 40% speed. And on a 24 frame per second timeline, because 40% of 60 is 24, slowing that clip down to lower than 40% would cause me to skip frames, and it created this really bad jittery slow motion effect. So I really shouldn't have been, one, I overused slow motion like crazy there, and not in a very artistic way, but you know, it's a little bit more subjective. But I shouldn't have been slowing my clips down below 40% ever. And that was definitely one big mistake that stood out to me first time through, like 100% shouldn't have been doing it. Also, there was a couple times in here, the one time that stands out to me the most is when that kid shot the 3-pointer and there was like the little choppy edit where I tried to like kind of be too much with the effects, and the effects seemed pointless. A lot of the times when I was using those additive dissolves as well, I was really abusing the additive dissolve effect in this. A lot of the times when I was using those additive dissolves, it kind of just seemed like I was putting it there just because. It's almost like someone told me that I had to use that effect, so I just started putting it everywhere to like make it fancy. But like, that didn't add anything to the video. It didn't make it higher quality. In fact, I think it kind of made it look like cheap and amateurish, and it would have even looked better if I had left everything as just like straight cuts and just tried to like tell the story of that event rather than like show all the best highlights and make it all look super flashy. So I guess the lesson there is, especially when you're first beginning, it's important to have like a really strong focus on storytelling and understanding the message that your client wants to convey, and then conveying that message appropriately through video. Not just making something that looks as absolutely cool as possible, because that's not always going to be the result that you need to achieve for your client, and it's not always going to be the thing that turns out the best. The one thing that I'm going to give myself props here for is I actually feel like I went through and picked out some good footage from this event, or good in terms of like what I was doing back then. Like I grabbed the best footage that I had. Like I remember there was a clip of a kid jumping in the air and swatting a ball out of the air and stealing it. And there was the clip where the kid like dribbled and did the spin move and then hit a floater and got fouled and like went like this for, because he got an and-1. And like, you know, that's actually like a good reaction shot. It was just filmed with a camera that wasn't so good. It was a little underexposed. And it was surrounded by shots that maybe didn't accompany it the best. But at least looking back on this, I can tell that like I went through and took the time to identify good plays. I just didn't necessarily know what to do with them. But for you, if you're just starting, that means that like, it's important to take the time and go through all your footage, find your very best plays and make sure that you have them available so that you have the option to use them in the edit, or not use them in the edit if they don't make a lot of sense with the other plays surrounding them and if they don't align with the bigger vision that you're going for with your video. And you know, that's something for you to decide whether a certain play does work or doesn't work in your edit, and it's something that you're gonna get a better eye for over time. But if you at least go through all your footage and you know everything that you have to work with, then you can make those decisions, and over time you're gonna make those decisions in more effective ways, and it's gonna lead to you making better videos. Overall, this was a bit of the cringy experience that I expected, but you know what, it's kind of like, it feels like I got a weight off my shoulder just like watching this back and seeing where I am now versus where I was in the span of like 3 or 4 years. It feels nice. So I hope you like this little throwback, flash to the past type of video. I had a good time with it. If you liked it, then please consider subscribing to my channel, because I post videography and video editing tips and tutorial videos similar to this one on a regular basis, and I would love to have you around for those. And if you liked this video or you have other questions about this, there's maybe something that I talked about that you want me to further elaborate on, let me know in the comment section. I would love to have a discussion with you down there. And quick note, we're like kinda sorta getting close to the 5,000 subscriber mark now, and I'm gonna be doing a Q&A video at the 5,000 subscriber mark. So if you have any questions for me as a full-time sports videographer to answer for you, I made a post on the community tab of my channel where I'm basically asking you to like drop any questions you have for me, and I'm gonna take some of the best ones and go through and answer them in a video live on this channel. You can also drop your questions below this video and I will get back to you on them or maybe like include them in the video. That's coming up. That'll be dropping whenever I hit 5,000 subscribers, which should be like soon-ish. And I'm pretty sure that is all I have to say for now. So until next time, peace.